Welcome back to my channel, where I teach you guys all sorts of tips and tricks for the wonderful game of Matchmasters. In today's Matchmasters video, I'm going to share with you what I think are the 5 hardest modes to be successful on. Now, some of these are hard because of the amount of opponents that you have to compete against, and some of these made the list due to the sheer level of skill you will need to win. But before we hop into the list, make sure you go down below and tap that like button and subscribe if you enjoy Matchmasters content. Alright, coming in at number 5, we have the solo mode, Cosmic Rush Crazy Columns. The thing that makes Crazy Columns so hard is that no matter what booster or perk combination you use, it makes no difference because in this solo mode, the rules are turned completely backwards. In Cosmic Rush Crazy Columns, you are limited by time and not moves, and the only way to increase time is by matching 4s. So no matter what your booster is, it all kind of comes down to getting lucky with match 4s generating on your board. So this solo mode made it on my top 5 list because it basically all comes down to luck and little skill. In this mode, the best strategy is to make sure you scour the board as hard as you can for the match 4s to make the match continue on infinitely. And the best way to do this is by using Vinnie Valentine to make a few tiles count as 2 colors on the board, leaving you with a higher chance at match 4s opening up for the taking. And also, using colorblind mode will throw a pattern over most colors, making spotting those match 4s even easier. And the perks I would suggest is Mini Cleo to replicate a few pieces of the same color, and Shuffle in case you can't find a match 4 and need a quick second chance on the whole board. And constantly running out of match 4s very early in the match is what puts this on my top 5 hardest modes list. Next on the list, coming in at number 4, we have the Match Rumble Column Mania. In this extreme PvP mode, you have to go up against 24 other players, and the thing that has landed this on the top 5 hardest list is the fact that you have to get lucky with matches all the way in the right column. This way you can get the highest multiplier, otherwise you won't get enough points to make it to the number 1 spot. Each column has a different score multiplier, and when the board is giving you all the action over on the left side of the board, it's basically a waste of time because you won't get enough points to make it to consecutive rounds. So using boosters that can create match 4s like Foxy Roxy is probably your best bet, and focusing on spinning as many of your moves matching tiles in higher columns. And the hardest part of this mode is you're weighing your luck against 24 other people who are probably trying their hardest to match all of their moves over in the 7 times multiplier column. Also, using the perk combination Mini Mastermind and Shuffle will give you a backup chance to reset the board and get rid of some of those low-level matches without wasting a turn. And man, good luck on getting first place in this Match Rumble mode. Coming in at number 3, we have the tournament mode, Score Market. In this tournament mode, the longer a color goes unmatched, it will increase in point value. The thing that lands this mode on the hardest modes list is that if the board isn't giving you matches of the higher value, then you will get stuck and you'll be forced to match the lower scoring colors. And the challenge gets turned up a whole nother notch where there's only 3 moves per turn and only 2 rounds in total. So this doesn't leave much room for error if you want to beat all of the opponents in the tournament. Now, I would suggest using the booster Woolly Workout and the perk Checkerboard. So as you're working your way up to getting Woolly Workout ready, all of those colors are going to start gaining points. And when your booster's ready, you just pop Checkerboard, and whatever is the highest point, you use Woolly Workout on, and it's going to completely clear the board of that one color and give you loads of points. Now, this probably isn't the best strategy, but it's what works for me most of the time. But let me know down below if you have any better strategies on how to be more successful here. Now, coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the solo mode Score Rally Rainbow. And this one was tied really closely with number 1, because here's another solo mode that most players find super difficult. Now sure, they give you plenty of time to calculate the best moves possible, but with the rainbow variant of Score Rally, each color has a certain fixed score, with yellow being worth the most. But if the board is only filling up with blues, greens, reds, and oranges, the chances are you won't even make it to the first 150 score milestone. And you have to make that to even make it to the next level and get all of your turns back, so it's super important. And the reason why this one is so hard is because it's basically another one of those modes where it's all about luck and not so much skill. The best strategy here is to use Cleo Cadabra and Mini Cleo to duplicate as many yellow pieces as possible. And also, for a bonus chance at getting a lot of yellow pieces wiped out, you can use the perk Checkerboard for a chance that 50% of the board turns yellow. And then you can use Cleo Cadabra to wipe the entire thing out. Another method is using the same tactic, but with Woolly Workout and Checkerboard to gain a ton of points by taking out 100% of the board with the same exact strategy. Now, coming in at number 1, and this is what I find the hardest mode in all of Matchmasters, is Match Rumble Lightning Strikes. In this Match Rumble mode, the only specials that can be created are lightning, and this makes the game a little bit harder because you lose the ability to gain bombs or arrows, leaving you limited at the possibility of tactics at your disposal. And I mean, sure, lightning is great at taking out a bunch of pieces at once, but bomb and column arrow are used more tactically to make special plays where a lightning bolt simply can't be controlled. And also, each color has a specific score, with yellow again being the highest. So not only are you limited to the lightning special, but you have to get lucky with more yellow tiles than your opponents. And I find the best strategy for this is using UFO and Mini Cleo to maximize yellow points, but also making sure that you use Star Maker perk to give yourself more energy tiles to keep UFO doing its thing. This mode is by far the hardest out of all of these because you have to weigh all of these odds against 17 other players, so good luck. Well, that's what I think are the hardest modes on Matchmasters, and these modes will surely test your skills to the fullest. If you have any suggestions about booster and perk combos with meta strategies better than mine, I would love to hear them. This game is a great way to kill a few minutes, and if you want to enjoy this game yourself, make sure you use the download link in the description below or the QR code on the screen to get matching today. Also, Matchmasters post a lot on their social medias giving away tons of boosters, so make sure you follow them and engage their simple posts to enter each time. We're talking about answering some of the easiest trivia questions to get yourself some free boosters. And I mean, who doesn't like free boosters, right? Super big shout out to Matchmasters for sponsoring today's video, and thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Later.